Welcome to the Natural Medicine. Today we have Dr. Praveen Jacob, expert in dietary lipids and edible fats. He is working as an adjunct professor in Nitta University, also working as a consultant in Veda Wellness Center, Nisagamane, Sirsi. We welcome you, sir. So today, as you all know, September 2, it is considered as the World Coconut Day. So here we have the doctor to tell the benefits of the coconut oil. So in a brief, sir, can you describe what is fat, how it is classified?
Yeah, the fats are generally falls into two categories: saturated fat and unsaturated fat. From the past 5 decades, the experts across the world have been propagating unsaturated fatty acids, and most of the health societies were asking to stay away from saturated fat. The major dietary shift from the past 5 decades is nothing but saturated fat consumption dropped significantly at the expense of unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids such as sunflower, cottonseed, soya bean replaced butter and coconut oil.
Okay, so fat is divided into two, saturated fat and unsaturated fat. Our coconut oil falls under saturated fat. So there was a myth which is telling that saturated fat will increase the cholesterol level and it directly affects our heart health. So is it so? Is it really affects our heart health?
I think that is the biggest lie ever told, that saturated fat can contribute to heart attack and stroke. But in fact, the saturated fat is the best fat to protect heart. The saturated fat was demonized because a notion that saturated fat increased bad cholesterol. But in fact, the major benefit of saturated fat, though it increases LDL, bad cholesterol, it can also boost the production of good cholesterol in our body.
So we all have heard that when we are taking one lipid profile, there will be something called as HDL, LDL, triglycerides and all. So can
Okay.
you briefly explain what is that?
Yeah, see, the lipid profile consists of three major type of fats. One is LDL, low density lipoprotein. Second is HDL, high density lipoprotein. And third is triglycerides. Around 2 decades ago, even WHO was asking to reduce total LDL particle. No one focused on HDL, good cholesterol. But recent studies have established that the heart disease stems from low number of HDL rather than high number of bad cholesterol. Best example, Indian paradox. Indians are known to have lowest bad cholesterol compared with the French population. For example, Indians have less than the total cholesterol less than 200. In contrast, French population consistently have the total cholesterol above 250. So Indians, the total cholesterol below 200, and for French population over 250. But surprisingly, Indians have 5-fold higher incidence of heart attack and stroke. So that's clearly demonstrated that there is not something like bad cholesterol and link between heart attack and stroke.
So you means to tell that this is saturated fats are good for our heart health. It doesn't cause any heart attack.
Definitely, best example Kerala. The average life expectancy of Kerala is 76, but in the rest of the India it is 68. Is saturated fat and coconut is bad. Why do Keralites are living longer than that to 8 years longer than rest of the Indians? Saturated fat is predominantly found in coconut and ghee, the major source of saturated fatty acids.
So okay, you are telling that Keralites are having less risk of cardiovascular diseases?
Not less risk of, they are living longer.
Okay.
So the most important fact is how long we are going to live. Okay, if a country like in Zimbabwe, African country, as Zambia, life expectancy 30. So the people does not live to get the cardiac arrest. So we need to look into life expectancy rather than death from heart attack is so much, death from HIV. No. How long a population is living? American, the life expectancy 80 years. India, 68 years. Kerala, 75. In Kerala, the staple fat is coconut oil. So my logic question is very simple. If coconut oil is bad, Why do Keralites live up to 75 years? They have 7-year additional life expectancy, longevity than rest of the Indians.
So the life expectancy more is different.
Yeah.
Means living long is different. Living healthily for longer time is
Yeah, that's
different.
true. We need to take into account all these aspects.
Okay, so saturated fat is always good for our heart health.
Good for health.
Health.
It definitely it help you to live longer.
Okay.
So I cannot precisely talk about heart and diabetes. It help you to live longer.
Long.
There are numerous studies that demonstrated that coconut oil is one of the best fat to, help you to live longer.
Okay. So we understood the saturated fat, the coconut oil is very good for our health. So then comes the next question. How to take it? How much dosage we should take? Because mainly we can see everyone have the notion that if we are heating the oil, whatever the oil, it will get oxidized and it is going to damage our heart. So what you will add into that?
Coconut oil is highly stable because of saturated fat. Most of the unsaturated fatty acids are unstable because they are very vulnerable. They are more prone to oxidize because of their vulnerable structure. They possess multiple double bonds. And oxidation is nothing but damage to the double bond. And coconut oil is literally lacking double bond. Maybe just 1% of coconut oil consists of saturated fat. In contrast, 70% of sunflower oil is consist of saturated fatty acids. So coconut oil is amazing fat, incredible fat for repeated heating.
Okay, due to that saturated fat, which means it will lack in the double bond. So due to that lack of double bond, it will be more stable. So even if you are heating also, it is good. It is good.
Definitely. You can as many times as possible.
So what is the content in that coconut oil which is helping this much?
Yeah, coconut oil is generally, it's rich in saturated fatty acids. As high as 92% of coconut oil is made up of saturated fatty acids. But the most of the goodness of coconut oil derive from a miracle content of coconut oil called as lauric acid. As 50% of coconut oil is made up of lauric acid. And also it is called as medium chain triglycerides. 50%. And apart from coconut oil, mother's milk is rich source of lauric acids.
Okay.
But maybe it is something miracle. It is the most powerful natural antibiotic in the planet. Numerous studies demonstrated that lauric acid in coconut oil can battle with 80 to 90 strains of bacteria, particularly gram-positive bacteria. Furthermore, the lauric acid is #1 antiviral agent as well. A study published in January from Manila University demonstrated that the coconut oil can inactivate even COVID-19 virus as well. So most of the benefit of coconut oil derive from the secret in coconut oil, nothing but lauric acid.
Okay, then how to take that? Is we are directly adding into the curries, or we should fry, or should consume that in empty stomach, coconut oil?
So it's choice of the people. Maybe I usually recommend to my patient coconut milkshake. Coconut milk. Just crush the coconut in mixie, isolate the oil. Isolate the coconut milk. Coconut milkshake, coconut stew. Steam the vegetable in coconut milk. Smoothies in coconut milk. Grate the coconut, add to steamed vegetable. Coconut chutney. Coconut oil, the fried vegetable in coconut oil. Or even non-veg can be cooked in coconut oil or coconut milk.
So, okay, whatever the form of coconut, whether it is grated coconut, coconut milk, coconut oil, coconut flour, everything is going to have that lauric acid content.
Same impact.
So, due to that, it is antiviral, antifungal and
But
antibacterial.
virgin, there is a type of oil exists called as virgin coconut oil, which is usually isolated from coconut milk without subjecting to heating.
Okay, so what is the difference between normal coconut oil
Yeah,
and
there is
virgin
two
coconut
types
oil?
of coconut oil is available. Copra derived coconut oil and cold pressed coconut oil.
Okay.
The cold press is better because it can retain most of the goodness of coconut oil because it's not subjected to high heating temperature, unlike copra.
Okay.
Yeah.
But copra is more affordable, I guess.
Yeah,
than its
affordable.
derivative.
Yeah, it's nothing. Maybe it makes some difference, hardly 20-25% different.
Okay.
So even the copra made coconut oil is as good as virgin coconut oil,
Virgin
not
coconut
much
oil.
different. But the palatability,
Mm.
and particularly the Keralites and Manchurians can tolerate that aroma of and flavor of coconut.
Okay.
But virgin coconut oil is taste almost like water, so which can be well tolerated by most of the population, even North Karnataka population and rest of the India, where people don't like coconut flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have heard that consuming coconut oil around 1 tablespoon in the empty stomach, it is very good for gastritis condition and all.
Yeah, okay.
So is it so?
Definitely. Because the gastritis and ulcer is mediated by a bacteria, notorious bacteria, stationed in our stomach, called as H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori.
Okay.
Not from stress or cara, spice,
Okay.
induce gastritis and acidity. It is just by a bacteria.
So that
H.
will be a
pylori
new
bacteria.
information for us.
Yeah, H. pylori bacteria. As I told, lauric acid is one of the best natural antibiotic, and definitely it can inhibit the growth of H. pylori.
H. pylori.
So it does not subside acidity, it hamper the growth of H. pylori bacteria, thereby reducing the risk of ulcer, gastritis and acidity.
Okay, so in that sense, coconut oil is very good for our gut health also.
Gut health, particularly for stomach
Stomach
related issues.
Okay.
Integrity of stomach lining, the
Okay.
mucous membrane can be retained by coconut oil.
Okay, since it contains, coconut oil is containing fat, even if you are drinking, what about, how can you relate it into the tummy or in the weight loss?
Oh, very good, amazing question. Yeah, coconut oil. As I told, the main goodness of coconut oil comes from medium chain triglyceride. 65% of coconut oil is composed of medium chain triglyceride, and rest of the edible fat like olive oil, mustard oil, groundnut oil, which are purely made up of long chain fatty acids. So 65% coconut oil is MCT, medium chain triglycerides. So they metabolize differently. They convert into energy very quickly, and there is a type of end product of fat metabolism called as ketone bodies. So medium chain triglyceride, particularly lauric acid, can get converted into ketone bodies very rapidly. And second point, coconut oil travel very quickly to liver from intestine. So it boosts energy metabolic rate, resting metabolic rate.
Okay.
So to trim the belly fat particularly, coconut oil is the best dietary component.
Okay, so whatever the fatty acid, whether it is medium chain fatty acid, long chain fatty acid, end product is ketone bodies only.
Ketone, not the ketone bodies exactly, even it can convert into energy.
Then what is happening if you are taking long chain fatty acid?
Long chain fatty acid, see, even a bad fat, a fried fat, a fat in sweets, fat in junk foods are helpful to lose the weight. That's a major message I would like. All type of fats are equally good to, even a bad fat. The worst type of fat also helpful to lose the weight.
Okay.
Because it's a very out of context topic. But maybe I can give a talk on exclusively on how the fatty acids are helpful to reduce the weight gain and adiposity.
So Dr. Praveen, as you know, the prevailing disease in the worldwide is diabetes mellitus. So how can you relate the coconut oil with the diabetes? Is it helping in any way?
Sure. First and foremost, coconut oil is literally lacking carbohydrate. It's a zero calorie from carbohydrate.
Okay.
And addition to that, the medium chain triglycerides in coconut oil can be a boon to diabetic patient. I've seen hundreds of my patients drastically dropping their blood glucose. Just does not take too many days. Maybe 2-3 days is sufficient to control blood glucose. So I will recommend approximately 25% of total calorie from coconut based products. Either it could be coconut or coconut milk or coconut oil. So replacing starch. See, coconut oil after eating 2 cups of rice or 5 chapati, adding coconut does not help. The replacement is the trick here.
Okay.
So we need to replace approximately 500 calories of carbohydrate with coconut
Coconut
oil.
oil.
So that is going to have an amazing impact on blood glucose. So best diabetes food also coconut oil.
Okay, as it helping in diabetes. Diabetes is the origin of, we can tell it is coming due to insulin resistance. So
Yeah.
all the disorders related to insulin resistance, whether it is PCOD or diabetes, obesity. So I think coconut oil is going to help.
Yeah, even I kept many patients on coconut oil fasting, coconut fasting we can say.
Okay.
Just offering exclusively coconut, nothing else for 10 days.
Is that tender coconut or
Tender coconut oil or coconut milk. Nothing else is being given for 10 days. So you
Okay.
can say it's almost type of coconut oil fasting for 10 days. One of the best remedy ever I seen to control PCOD, polycystic ovarian disorder, which is a very common issue in youngsters of India today.
Yes. Okay, so coconut oil is the best. So see to it, he is not telling that to add fat into our diet. He is telling to replace our carbohydrate from the fat. That is the main thing that we have to notice.
Yes.
So we got to know the health benefits of coconut oil or virgin coconut oil, whatever it is. The coconut and coconut based products is going to help our whole body. Whether it is obesity or diabetes or PCOD or thyroid or skin health, immunity, whatever it is, coconut oil is the best source to replace our carbohydrate. So thank you Dr. Praveen for sharing your valuable knowledge to us. We are always grateful and glad to hear all this new benefits from you. Thank you, Doctor.